Aloha Aina, and welcome to Voices of Truth, one-on-one with Hawaii's future, brought to you by the Kiwani Foundation. I'm Ahu Kahu Cardwell, and here we are today on the island of Maui. Look at this beautiful beach here. We have a wonderful guest, so let's go on over here and meet him. Uncle S, aloha.
Aloha, my bro. How are you? Alrighty.
Good to see ya. Uncle S, introduce yourself to everybody. Who are you?
Aloha, aloha kakaiaka. My name is Uncle Leslie Kuloloio, aka Kuloloia, the Sea of Kuloloio. And I'm here at this beautiful bay beach at these beautiful ponds, the old Anukole fisheries.
Wonderful.
I like to walk at these kind of places. And for me, the ocean is, to me, part of my sacred places. It was never the high spots. I like to come where life exists. I like to come when the life forms come up from the ocean, where it's part of me as a voyager from the name that I carry.
Gotcha.
It was called the Sea of Kuloloia. That was the old name of Honolulu Harbor.
Right.
And so these names, I like to bring them out, the lineage of the Kuloloia line.
Wow.
And so I'm walking here, and it's just good to walk in this timeline to share, a little bit history about this pond here, the Kealia pond. And this is what you call Western civilization and this new idea of environmental kapus, sanctuaries. This used to be an old, what you call life hale, the place where all the nesting of our kupuna, the birds, the mano, the birds, my kupuna, yours and mine, used to settle here when they migrate throughout the world.
So Uncle Les, we have the ocean here, but just over this hill here is a bird sanctuary, yeah?
Yeah, it's a bird sanctuary, but unfortunately, sanctuary is a new term, yeah?
Yeah.
And it used to be and wetlands is a new term.
Yes.
But in Hawaii, it used to be the local, a place where you get life forms.
Gotcha.
And so we need to keep the old names and the definition of the old names of life form. So yes, today it's a tourist trap. It's a tourist trap where they come here and just want to see something that they have no interest in. They just want to take pictures. But here, my picture is to continue that life form alive. And this here, where the birds come, they rest, and they fly out to sea.
Gotcha.
They fly out to sea and they visit their ancestors. They migrate to the other country, like the kolea, the papa kolea. You know those birds like this?
Yeah.
Purr, 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 yeah. And they stand on one leg. Yeah.
You know what? You do that really well.
Yeah. They stay like this. And they go purr. And guess what? They travel from Siberia. Yeah. They go to Siberia and they come back home to Maui.
Wow.
So they're a malahini and a kamaina. So they go around the world. So our kupuna call them the papakolea, the golden plovers.
Wow.
And the duck. So that's the kind of knowledge I rather have. And this is my sacred places. Not in a temple, not in a church. This is my church right here.
So is it just this beach that is special to you, or all beaches along here?
When we learn, we got to learn from home first. We got to get ma'a. Like, repeat after me, la'a.
La'a.
La'a means to respect people, places, or things.
Uh-huh.
Say ma'a.
Ma'a.
Ma'a means to feel comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, to familiarize
Right.
people, places, and things. Say pa'a.
Pa'a.
And before we pa'a the knowledge, we got a la'a, ma'a, and then we pa'a. How's that? Yeah, so we kind of pa'a you as a malahini at this place, so you can learn about what's the simple things. Yeah, it's the simple things. Yeah, that's why everybody looking for simple things on the sand. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that from all over the world.
Yeah.
They're seeking knowledge. Look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
And they're enjoying this sand. Yeah. Already.
I got just one question.
Yeah.
How come I didn't have you for a teacher in school?
No, I am your teacher today. No, you know what I am? You know what I like?
What?
I like these footprints, this whole my hill.
Yeah?
This is
All
what
these-
it's about. Yeah? Our footprints on the sand. And so we can learn from every footprints on the sand.
Yeah.
So this is just sharing, bro. You know,
Yeah.
just sharing.
Yeah, this is great. So there's Uncle Les, there's a lot of history in this
Yeah.
on this beach in this area where we are right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
To say nothing of the history of the islands like Koholave that we can see out there. And now, what is the history here?
Well, for me, I think what history is about is history. I like to go back when I started the learning about the creation story.
Yeah.
I think for me, it took me years to reach age 70 now to really understand and to dig deep into our origin of people. And I think the origin of people is about language. And I think every language is unique among our cultural people, indigenous peoples. And for Hawaii and Polynesia, language, the Olelo Hawaii, is so interesting because one word as we beginning to find, and you know, during my time we were never taught, we never did have language in the schools. But thanks to our getting together as Hawaiian activists, we needed to bring back the Hawaiian language, bring back the place names, bring back the history, bring back the story of the overthrow of our queen. So we needed to bring back that, bring back the laws that impact our lives, in water, land, and issues, and history, and straighten up the history stories. Yes, there's so much history that's been fragmented, but we're getting better, and that's what Hawaiian history is about, and that's what makes Hawaii. Yeah, we're very unique in this Pacific Ocean.
What about the history of this place? Because I mean, this place is so much alive here.
I think in doing research into archival records and throughout all Hawaii history, I think when the Europeans, including when Captain Cook, the French, the English, when they came to Hawaii, as they went kaapuni our islands, they began to see they're in a different area, a different system,
A whole different world.
a different world,
Yeah.
away from the continental landmass
Yeah.
of Europa and the United States.
Yeah.
But when you come into this area, you're smack 2,400 miles surrounded by good old the Pacifica, or what they call in Europe Mir or Moor. You know, lakes?
Yeah.
They call lakes Mir or Moor, right? And Mir or Moor means ocean. They're lakes. But us, this is an ocean.
Yeah.
We're the outer sister of the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
And so it's so important to understand where our kupuna in the Pacific had the knowledge of a water mass base.
Of a
It's so
huge
important.
water mass
A
base.
huge.
Yeah.
And it takes hundreds, thousands of years to habitat,
Yeah.
to learn nature,
Yep.
to travel from Moku to Moku, where is Japan, to Micronesia, Melanesia, Micronesia, Polynesia, to familiarize themselves in this voyaging, this big picture, and to learn the ocean world currents. The world currents, and that's what it is, because here in this place, look at the debris. The
Yeah.
debris on the sand teaches you that we have debris that floating into our sandbanks from all over the world. And it's the same current.
Yeah.
So all what our kupuna taught us was observe and learn. Okay? And when you go to that island of Kaho'olawe, there's a place called Kanapo, where the currents of the world come into this big caldera at Kanapo. And Kanapo, I think one of the meanings is the framing work. Kanapo, yeah? The framing of that island. It's a big caldera. And when the islands were going back and forth during the lava reformation, part of it fell back into the water. Then it says Hanau Maui. We got the legends, the stories of our Vahipana,
That's when Maui was born.
chants, the story of Haleakala,
Uh-huh.
snaring the sun. All of these is nature stories. Okay? Yeah? But when you look into here, Hanau, Maui, Molokai, Lanai, Molokini, when these islands came up, guess what? There's a new birth called Kanaloa. The new birth called Kaho'olawe.
Yeah.
Hanau, this new earth. And guess what? You know that island there? It's just like it has a sacred name also,
Yeah.
or a special name. or why was that island called Kuloloio, one of the 4 deity gods, that Hawaii follow. And Maui is also a deity.
Yep.
And so we need to understand that. So I can see that there are spirituality, formularities, foundations built among us Polynesians. That it had to do with nature. It had to do with the ocean. And being that we are ocean people, first we are ocean people, then we come land. But I tell you what, the ocean teaches us not to be afraid.
Wow.
Not to be afraid, because today, the things we're teaching in the books is all about fear. And in our story of creation, Paul is black, and black is not fear. Black is life, and black is not death. We have spirituality in us, and it's not fighting. It's just about understanding the deeper counter of what black is important to us. The Pokai Uli, the deepest sea. The Pokai Lani, the Po in the Lani, the deepest dark, and the deepest sea. Wow.
Yeah.
Where else can you have that story, the Kumulipo?
Kumulipo.
Everything is ancestral, And so I think that's what it is. When man wanted to become a god, forget it. We messed it up. We messed it up. But I think if we can learn how to just learn the nature of Akua, the nature of Akua, or Akua's nature of things. And I'm using that word very poetically and with meaning, the nature of creation. Wow, that's spirituality. We're walking on the sand. We gotta be saying thank you. You and I, our footprints gotta be saying thank you. Not, I own this. It's not about title. You have no title. It's about saying kuleana, responsibility. We gotta take care of this sand. I walked over there, I seen the national park, sanctuary. I looked down the rail. You know what I seen? Toilet paper. I seen cigarette butts, gum wrappers. That's not a sanctuary. That's a rubbish pile. Shame. So don't use that as a sanctuary. The birds didn't drop no paper. It was the human beings. I need to bring my grandchildren here more so, because this is where I play, I walk, I exercise. Beautiful place to just hear the ocean. To see the changing of the land, the sun, everything. I'm gonna come in more often. Now that I met you, again, now for the first time, bro, I need to tell you, I better come here more often, check up what's happening. In other words, that's what Kuleana is about. Come find out what's happening to the places that we used to congregate and tell the story, tell the changes. Just real kind of stuff.
Notice as we're walking along the beach here is different generations, kids, adults, elders. It's really awesome to see, huh?
Oh yeah, I like to have the keiki on the sand.
The kids.
Yeah, the keiki, and just look at his process going on. He reminds me of me. He got his own world. This is Hawaii. He got the freedom to be a god. A god in my old Hawaiian story. He can play with nature. He can own his own relationship. He can play with the gods. He can play with Akua, hold him in his hand. He can have his own spirituality. And that's where the knowledge is. He can throw the sand back and mix it with the earth. See, so that's the imagination. That's the child in me. And here we have the kupuna running across. Everybody's doing everything. But that's his creation. He looking the owl. He looking at the pile. His mind is just creating and creating. He's grabbing things into his hands. See? He's him. And that's how I was. He reminds me of me when I was born. I was born with asthma.
Really?
And when I was born with asthma, I couldn't breathe. Up to age 5. And it was my dad who the doctor says, take this boy down to Makena, put him in the water. And when I touched the ocean edge, the Aikai, guess what happened? It was my going into the water that gave me a new heart, a new breath. That's why baby is so good, that I'm so glad he's part of this, because it's all about him. And someday he's gonna tell the story when we're not here. He's gonna get his memories. the memories of the kupuna pass on. This is it. This is the best place in paradise. This is the best place, and we got to be thankful to our Kua every day that we got nothing but the best in life.
Yes.
Nothing but the best in life.
Uncle Les, I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Our
shoot,
show,
shoot.
Voices of Truth, airs in Hawaii, but it also airs all over the world.
Yeah.
People watch this who live very far away from Hawaii, other side of the world. What's your message to them for where they live? They may not have a beach as beautiful as this, but they have a place that is special to them that they call home. What would you say to them?
I would tell them to learn about the word kuleana, responsibility. Yeah? And I would say to them, if we all use a road or a trail to a village or a highway, and let's say nature drops a tree down through nature's way, we don't send the rescue squad. We all stand up, go to the tree, and carry it away. It's the kuleana. That's what's missing. We all gotta help to clean the roads, clean the tree, carry the weight of the tree, piece by piece, leaf by leaf, and take it away. That's what I say. Learn about kuleana in our own sacred places. Every place is so unique. The whole world is unique. We cannot have one more than unique than the other. Knowledge is about our uniqueness of all. Yeah, and that's what's missing. We're fighting. Stop the fighting. Yeah, stop the fighting. Stop getting too over spiritual. Yeah. Just go back to the nature and have kuleana responsibility and bring love again. Because if we don't do this soon, then guess what? Let's all jump in the Pacific Ocean, enjoy, have the whole world come here. We jump in this ocean, and let's see who's gonna stay afloat for 100 days. And that's what it is. It's gonna either bring us together, but I think it's a responsibility.
So that Hawaiian word, kuleana, means find your area of responsibility and take care of it.
I think that's where it's at.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
yes.
that's where it's at. Yeah.
Yes, and people, no matter where they live on Earth, can do that.
And people who go to another place have to respect of the uniqueness of the place.
Yeah.
And when you're a visitor, you're a visitor. You're not an owner. Got it? Yeah. You gotta come and say, knock, knock.
Yeah.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Ask permission. Enough of this, I own this place. No.
That's really not possible,
It's
is
not
it?
possible. You know, we gotta learn how to respect each place we walk into, because there's places of knowledge
Yes.
and places of uniqueness. And people and nature work together, and man is the hardest.
Yep.
Habitat is the hardest to work with.
Yeah.
Nature, it has its own control.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still creating, so I'd rather work with nature.
Nature's in control anyway.
Nature,
We're
yeah.
not.
There you
We're
go.
not.
There you
We're
go.
not. We're just visitors. We're just walking through.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And so, there you go.
There he goes.
He's touching the sand again. You know, he's touching the water.
How about that?
He's right by the Aikai. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's just by the edge of the water. And there you go. There you go. That's kuleana. He's
Yep.
taking kuleana with himself.
Yep.
You know how to be at the age, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I really enjoy listening to the voice.
Yeah.
See the happy voice?
Yeah.
Look at that.
So why is sharing and talking story with others important?
Well, there's all kind of sharing. There's sharing from the books and sharing from experience.
All right, let's talk about sharing from experience. Forget the books.
Forget the books.
Forget the
yeah.
books.
Forget the books. I
Yeah.
think this is sharing from experience, because you know, when I'm talking like this, my vibrations is with experience.
Of course.
You know, I just, so that I want nature to know that, hey, nature, I'm talking about you and I respect you.
Yeah.
Not about nature. I'm talking about you, but that was in page 29. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a different thing. Yeah.
Whole different thing.
Whole
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think nature, this place that I'm ma'a with, I'm familiar with, yeah, I'm the best person to talk about nature. You have a story. Everybody have a story about nature. Yeah. So today is my time for sharing nature.
So what can people learn, Uncle Les, from hearing stories from experience?
I think stories of experience is about how we or me, how I belong to a place, my being there, you being here. I think stories is just part of it. Yeah.
But it brings out the connection, doesn't it?
It has to come and really see. And for me, for me, if I would rather be inside the water, you and I talking story, just dropping our clothes, taking everything off, and jump right in the water. That's the experience.
Yeah.
Right into the nature of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the experience.
Yeah. Wow.
It's more fun in there than out here. Yeah.
Well, we could do that, but then we couldn't broadcast it on TV. Plus, we'd ruin our camera.
Yeah, it's okay, but underwater camera, high tech. Thank you, man.
But seriously though, you're right. You know, stories from experience. The one commonality is it always brings out the connection to to that place for the people.
Yeah, you can tell,
Yeah.
and this is nice. This is about people.
Yeah.
Everybody's keep on doing this. Life is still walking.
Yeah.
Life is searching.
Yeah.
Life is about talking story. Life
Yeah.
is a story language. Life is about thoughts, mind frame. This beach is full of life.
Yes.
It's just a lot of exchanging going on every morning, day and night.
Yep.
People walking. Look at the footprints.
Look at all the footprints. Wow. And you know something, Uncle
That's all
Les?
the whole hill.
You can tell, or at least I can tell,
Yeah.
when somebody's connected to a place and when they're not.
They're grounded. See?
Yes.
Yeah, they're grounded. They're grounded. Yeah. And some of them they're walking, but they're not grounded. Yeah. Because they're searching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I think Ho'ome Hill, the footprints in the sand.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Uncle Les, I'll tell you what. We may not be able to go and jump in the ocean,
Right.
but we can go put our feet in the water, can't we?
Let's go for
Let's
it.
go do that.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. We can at least get our feet and ankles wet, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Let's walk to the baby. Okay?
All right. Wow, this is feeling better already. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
bro.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
This is great.
No can beat, bro.
Yeah.
No can beat, see? And we come the child again.
Yep.
See? We come the child again.
Yep.
See, we come the child again. See the child?
Yep.
Come the child again. All righty, look at that. Look at that. Hey, are you? Hey, you go.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey.
All right, well, Uncle Les, we got to wrap it up. I want to say mahalo for being on Voices of Truth, one-on-one with Hawaii's Future.
Yeah.
And remember, you can watch us on the web 24/7 on voicesoftruth.tv.com. And boy, do I sure not want to have to walk out of this ocean. But we got to wrap it up. Thanks for being with us. And until next time, ahui ho.
Hey, ahoy ho, guys. Malama po no.
Mahalo for watching Voices of Truth one-on-one with Hawaii's Future. Watch us on the web 24/7 at voicesoftruth.tv.com. You'll find all our shows, including this one, in case you want to see it again or share it with family and friends. Also view our weekly video commentaries at freehawaiitv.com. And check out our blog, published daily, at freehawaii.info. It's all part of the Free Hawaii Broadcasting Network.